Hey everyone, it's Fessi. When we think of the ultimate healthy vegetable, what comes to mind? For a lot of us, it's broccoli. Those little green trees are packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, and they're constantly praised as a superfood that can do no wrong. We're told to eat more of it for its cancer-fighting properties, its benefits for heart health, and its ability to boost our immune system. It's the go-to vegetable for anyone looking to clean up their diet, and for good reason. It's a nutritional powerhouse, and I personally love adding it to my meals. But what if I told you there's a hidden side to this celebrated green? What if eating too much broccoli could actually lead to some uncomfortable and, in some cases, serious health issues? It sounds counterintuitive, right? How can something so good for you have a downside? The truth is, like with many things in nutrition and medicine, the dose makes the poison. Even the healthiest foods can have unintended consequences if we're not careful. And broccoli is no exception to this rule. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the science behind broccoli's potential risks. I'm not here to tell you to stop eating it. Far from it. Instead, we're going to uncover the 5 hidden dangers of overconsumption. We'll explore who is most at risk, what symptoms to look out for, and most importantly, how you can continue to enjoy this incredible vegetable safely. We'll separate the facts from the fiction so you can make the best choices for your health. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with something many of you might have personally experienced. Digestive distress. We all know fiber is fantastic for us. It aids digestion, helps maintain a healthy gut microbiome, and keeps us feeling full. Broccoli is loaded with it, which is one of the reasons it's so highly recommended. A single cup of broccoli contains about 2.4 grams of fiber, which is roughly 10% of your daily recommended intake. That's great, but here's where the problem can start. When you suddenly increase your fiber intake or consume a very large amount in one sitting, your digestive system can get overwhelmed. This is because broccoli contains a type of fiber called raffinose, which is an oligosaccharide. Humans lack the enzyme to break down raffinose in the small intestine. So, it travels down to the large intestine undigested, where the gut bacteria there have a field day with it. As these bacteria ferment the raffinose, they produce gas, specifically hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and for some people methane. The result? You feel bloated, gassy, and might experience some uncomfortable cramping. It's the same reason beans have their notorious reputation. So, if you're new to eating a lot of broccoli, or if you decide to eat a massive bowl of it in one go, don't be surprised if your stomach complains a little. This isn't a sign that broccoli is bad for you, but rather that your body needs time to adjust. The key here is moderation and gradual introduction. Starting with smaller portions and slowly increasing the amount can give your gut bacteria the time they need to adapt, reducing the gassy side effects and allowing you to reap the benefits without the discomfort. Now, let's talk about something a bit more serious that affects a specific group of people: thyroid health. Broccoli belongs to the cruciferous vegetable family alongside cabbage, kale, and cauliflower. These vegetables contain compounds called goitrogens. In their natural state, these are progoitrins, which can be converted into goitrin, the active compound. Goitrin can interfere with the thyroid gland's ability to take up iodine. Iodine is an essential mineral that your thyroid needs to produce thyroid hormones, which regulate your metabolism. If your thyroid can't get enough iodine, it might struggle to produce adequate levels of T3 and T4 hormones. This can potentially lead to hypothyroidism, or, in some cases, cause the thyroid gland to enlarge, forming a goiter, which is where the name goitrogen comes from. Now, before you panic and throw out all your broccoli, it's crucial to understand the context. For a person with a healthy, functioning thyroid and adequate iodine intake, the amount of goitrogens in a normal serving of broccoli is highly unlikely to cause any problems. Your body can easily compensate. The real concern is for individuals who already have a pre-existing thyroid condition, like Hashimoto's disease or an underactive thyroid, especially if they are also iodine deficient. For this group, consuming very large quantities of raw cruciferous vegetables could potentially exacerbate their condition. The good news is that cooking broccoli significantly reduces its goitrogenic potential. Steaming or boiling deactivates the enzyme myrosinase, which is needed to convert the progotrines into the active thyroid-interfering goitrine. So, if you have thyroid concerns, you don't have to avoid broccoli, but you should cook it and keep your intake moderate. A blood thinner's dilemma. The vitamin K factor. Next up is a critical interaction that everyone on a specific type of medication needs to be aware of. I'm talking about blood thinners, particularly warfarin, also known by the brand name Coumadin. Broccoli is an excellent source of vitamin K, a fat-soluble vitamin that plays a vital role in our bodies. Its primary function is to help our blood clot properly. It does this by activating proteins that are necessary for the coagulation cascade, the complex process that stops us from bleeding excessively when we get a cut. 1 cup of chopped broccoli can provide over 100% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin K. Here's where the problem arises for people on warfarin. Warfarin works by inhibiting the action of vitamin K, which thins the blood and prevents dangerous clots from forming in people with conditions like atrial fibrillation or deep vein thrombosis. You can see the direct opposition here. Vitamin K promotes clotting, while warfarin prevents it. If someone on warfarin suddenly starts eating large amounts of broccoli or other vitamin K-rich foods, the surge in vitamin K can counteract the medication's effect, making it less effective and increasing the risk of a blood clot. This doesn't mean people on blood thinners can never eat broccoli. The key here is consistency. Doctors adjust the dose of warfarin based on a patient's typical diet. The danger lies in drastic, sudden changes. If you normally eat very little broccoli and then suddenly eat a huge portion every day for a week, your vitamin K levels will spike and could interfere with your medication. The advice from doctors is to maintain a consistent intake of vitamin K from day to day. If you love broccoli, work with your doctor or a dietitian to incorporate a steady, moderate amount into your diet, so your medication dosage can be managed effectively around it. Raw deal. Stomach irritation. We've touched on how cooking broccoli can be beneficial, especially for thyroid health. Now let's look at another reason why you might want to think twice before munching on a huge bowl of raw broccoli florets. While a few raw pieces with some dip can be a great snack, consuming it raw in large quantities can be tough on your stomach. The same fibrous structure that makes broccoli so healthy is also what can make it difficult to digest when uncooked. The cellulose fibers are very tough and require a lot of work from your digestive system to break down. For some people, especially those with sensitive stomachs or conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, eating a large amount of raw broccoli can lead to significant irritation of the stomach lining. This can manifest as stomach pain, sharp cramps, and a general feeling of discomfort that goes beyond the typical gas and bloating we discussed earlier. It's a physical irritation caused by the sheer volume of tough, fibrous material passing through your digestive tract. Think of it like trying to digest a bundle of tough plant stalks. Your stomach has to work overtime. Cooking broccoli helps break down these tough cellulose fibers before they even enter your body. Steaming, roasting, or sautéing softens the vegetable, making it much easier for your digestive enzymes to do their job. This pre-digestion through cooking means less work for your stomach and a lower chance of irritation. So if you find that raw broccoli leaves your stomach feeling sore or upset, try steaming it until it's tender crisp. You'll still get a fantastic amount of nutrients, but you'll be giving your digestive system a much-needed break. A rare reaction. Broccoli allergies. Finally, let's discuss something that is quite rare but important to be aware of. Allergic reactions. While not a common allergen like peanuts or shellfish, it is possible to be allergic to broccoli. An allergy to broccoli means your immune system mistakenly identifies proteins in the vegetable as a harmful invader. In response, it releases chemicals like histamine to fight off the perceived threat, which is what causes the symptoms of an allergic reaction. This is different from the digestive intolerance we've been talking about. This is a true immune system response. Symptoms of a broccoli allergy can range from mild to severe. Mild reactions might include an itchy mouth or throat, hives, or a skin rash, or digestive upset like nausea and vomiting. These symptoms typically appear shortly after eating the vegetable. In some cases, people who are allergic to other related plants like mugwort pollen may experience cross-reactivity with broccoli. This means their immune system gets confused and reacts to broccoli because its proteins are similar to those in the pollen they're allergic to. While extremely rare, a severe allergic reaction, known as anaphylaxis, is theoretically possible. This is a life-threatening emergency that can cause swelling of the throat, difficulty breathing, a rapid drop in blood pressure, and loss of consciousness. Again, this is incredibly uncommon with broccoli, but if you have a known allergy to other cruciferous vegetables or pollens and experience any symptoms after eating broccoli, it's essential to stop eating it and consult with an allergist. They can perform tests to confirm the allergy and provide guidance on how to manage it safely. For the vast majority of us, this is not a concern, but it's a risk that does exist for a small, sensitive portion of the population. The takeaway: eat broccoli the smart way. So, after all that, is broccoli still a superfood? Absolutely. My goal today wasn't to scare you away from this incredible vegetable, but to empower you with knowledge. Understanding the potential downsides allows you to enjoy its massive health benefits, like its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, in the safest and most effective way possible. For most people, broccoli is nothing but beneficial. The key, as we've seen, is moderation, preparation, and listening to your own body. A healthy diet is never about one single food, but about balance and variety. Remember the key takeaways. If you have a sensitive stomach, introduce fiber slowly and cook your broccoli to ease digestion. If you have a thyroid condition, prioritize cooked broccoli over raw and ensure your iodine levels are sufficient. For those on blood thinners like warfarin, consistency is your best friend. Keep your vitamin K intake stable. By keeping these simple guidelines in mind, you can continue to make broccoli a fantastic and regular part of your healthy lifestyle without any of the unwanted side effects. I hope this video helped clear up some of the confusion and gave you the confidence to eat smart. What are your favorite ways to cook broccoli? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you all. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into natural health. Thanks for watching, and stay healthy.